Hello developers. So today we are going to make a basic login form using only pure HTML and CSS. So this video is only for designing purpose, so we are not implementing any functionality here. So let's get started. So this is a basic overview of our login form, which is designed in pure HTML and CSS. So in the left section we have this login form, and in the right section we have this design in which a heading, or you can say a text, is written. So so let's see how to build this by using pure HTML and CSS. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open a new file in our VS Code. So let's name this index.html. So guys, I am dividing our login form into two sections. One is left section and one is right section, which I had already shown you. So I have defined this class as left section. So we will be using font awesome for including our font awesome icons. So this is the CDN link for font awesome. I will include this in our description also, so you can copy paste that. So I have defined two icons for this, so you will be having an understanding when we will build the left section. So let's quickly do that. So here I am only designing the HTML part, the basic skeleton. Let's wrap our form into our form tag. Let's include a heading also. So I have defined a label for our username. Let's include an input tag also. So let's see what we have built. So this is the basic design. So when we will include the CSS, then it will look good. So guys, you must be thinking that why I am including name. So this is a very default mechanism. Like in React, it is known as two-way binding. So if you have studied React, then we have to use two-way binding to have our data entered through our input form into our console, or into our user form which we have built. So this is a two-way binding method, so we have to include a name functionality here. So whatever input we are using, like for email, we have to name it email, and for password I am naming it password. And guys, required functionality is used only for user authentication, a basic user authentication you can use. So if by mistake someone is keeping an input empty, so this will generate a pop-up error that please fill up that entry. Okay, so this is the default authentication method from HTML. Let's look how our form is looking. Okay, so this is a basic form. So now let's include our CSS and let's style it. So for including our CSS, we have to use the link component, link tag. So let's include our CSS also. So guys, our background color was black and I'm using certain basic functionalities like margin 0, and we have to use display flags. Then I'm justifying our content into our center, and I am aligning our items in center. So our height is 100 bh so that it successfully implants into full screen. Okay, so you can see that 100% coverage has been made. Now let's target our heading. So we will target heading 1. I have to include our class as heading 1. Now let's target our heading 2. So same margin width we are using. Now let's see how our form is looking. So guys, we have to include our color also. And let's not use margin top here, let's only use color. Okay, so our forgot password heading has been targeted. You can basically name any class to anything. Right now I am just targeting headings, so I am moving step by step. Now let's target our login container so that our form will get visible. So what we will be doing, we will be using display flags, and let's keep our background color as transparent. So we have named our left section class as left section here, you can see. So let's target our left section. Let's see how this is looking. Okay, so we have to apply certain border also. So guys, we have to curve it from here. Okay, otherwise you have the option to curve it from the all the corners. So for this section, so you have to use top left radius. Okay, otherwise that won't happen. So from top left radius we are using 30 pixel, and border bottom left radius we are also using 30 pixel, and we are using box shadow. Now let's see. So you can see that our curve has been made. If you want your curve from here also, then also you can use that property, but right now as per our requirement we are using that border top left radius and border bottom left radius. Now let's target our right section. I will comment that down. So I have named our right section class as right section. So let's repeat what we have done for our left section. Flex as 1, and we are using background color as red. So let's repeat what we have done in curving of our left section, border top left radius. So now we will use border top right radius because we have to curve it from right as per our project requirement, from here, not from here. Okay, so now border bottom right radius, and we will use display flex. Guys, you can also use display grid, but that's a lengthy process. I'm using flex method here to align our items. So I think our right section should be properly aligned. Okay, this is not visible. Guys, we have forgot to add our right section, so let's quickly make this. So you can include any heading. So let's copy our heading from here, HTML CSS login form. Okay, and let's copy this from here also. Let's include this in our paragraph. So now let's see. Okay, so this is visible. Let's design it properly. Let's include a heading class. Guys, in CSS you have to hit and try each and every element, because as per our design requirement we cannot predict what that design code will do. So you have to test it from, and this keeps on improving through practice only. So I have targeted our form width as 80%. You can increase that also. Now let's target our social icons. So guys, I have used social icons and social icons class to our main div. You can see it right here, and we have included our icon as in social icon class. So let's design that also. So that design will be for individual icon. Now let's see what our design is being made. Okay, so you can see that our design is not up to the mark. So let's design it quickly. It is slowly building up. So guys, I already told you that in CSS you have to hit and trial each and every element, then only your design will be accurate. Now let's target our heading input. Guys, you can see that I am using only basic CSS properties like margin and padding only, so that our design is being made in a very easy manner. Now let's target our labels. So for this we are using display block so that they are aligned in a block. Now let's design our, or let's target our input, then our design will be somewhat ready. So guys, from here you can also target, like if you want some common properties to two elements, so you can target that. Now let's target our button as well. We don't want any border for our button, so let's see how this is looking. Okay, so this is looking nice. Let's line up one by body so that you can. So guys, I am including a hover effect, so we can use hexadecimal code as well. So for blue color, dark blue color, this is this hexadecimal code. And now let's target our cards. We are giving a padding of 20 pixel, and let's design our card by using color white. Now we are using text align center. Now let's target our card heading. Now let's target our final element as I think 16 pixel should be fine, and I am designing by using margin bottom as 20 pixel. I think our design is ready, so now let's have a look. Okay, so you can see that our design is ready. So guys, our hover effect is also moving fine, and guys, you can basically select these font awesome icons through here. Font awesome. Okay, you can go through here and you can search any icon you want. So you can also include the CDN link also. So I have copy pasted our CDN link through here. I will include this in our description box also. So guys, this was a basic login form using HTML and CSS. I hope that you have liked this video, and if you like this video then like it and stay tuned to our playlist. I will be making more such videos on HTML and CSS and also for our MERN stack using React. and for backend we will be having the projects on Node.js as well. Okay, so stay tuned to our playlist and our channel, and if you like this video then like it and subscribe to this channel.